Creating from the Heart, the Artistry of Living. I'm Suzy Vance, and I'm here with Twila Harvest, who has a unique, special, very special business. She makes wigs, not your ordinary wigs. She makes extraordinary wigs. So Twila, how did you get into this? Whatever motivated you to be interested in making wigs for people?
Well, I have alopecia.
Oh, well, that would be a motivator.
Yes. So that's how my journey started. I did not like the store commercial wigs that they sold you online or in the beauty supply store.
Okay.
They look very unnatural. And I'm also a cosmetologist.
Oh, well, that would explain a lot.
Yeah. So my interest went into the area of wigs.
Just went
Yeah,
like that. Took a turn.
Yeah, it took a turn to wigs.
For personal reasons.
Yes. I wanted no one to know that I was wearing hair extensions or wigs or whatever avenue that I needed to make myself feel comfortable with the hair loss. So I learned a technique called ventilation, which they do in the opera and film industry that makes the wig look like it's growing out of your scalp.
Oh my goodness. How does that happen?
Well, you have donor hair and you have...
That means it's real.
That means it's real.
Uh-huh.
And then you have a little tool called a ventilation needle. And you take the tool and your hair and you pull the hair through the little tiny holes of lace and you tie knots.
You tie a knot with a piece of hair?
You tie a knot with a piece of hair on the lace. That's called a bar.
Okay.
You tie the lace on the bar, the hair on the bar, and you create... That's how you create the wig.
All right. So here we are. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at all these little pieces of hair. Mm-hmm. You're telling me you put one or two little pieces of hair through a bar, which is really a net, which is really lacy?
Yes.
And you tie a knot?
You tie a knot.
And then you keep doing that? How many pieces of hair are we talking?
We're talking thousands.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
This is a something for somebody who is as disturbed as you were about what you didn't like about the hair pieces you bought in stores, and you wanted it to be something that was real.
Yes.
Something that was natural, something that looked like you.
Yes.
And you were tenacious enough to learn how to do this.
I did.
And now you still do this for other people.
Correct. Right now, I am actually providing services for people who have hair loss, like I did, or like I do, and going through chemotherapy, burn victims. And
I think when I first met you, you were doing something for, like, it wasn't a woman and it wasn't even a man. It was a little kid who had terrible burns.
Yes, he had burns on, I guess his house caught on fire. I don't know exactly what happened, but he got caught in the fire and he lost his hair. He was burned.
And he wasn't ever going to grow any more hair.
Right.
That is amazing.
So he has to wear a wig, and I was helping with that.
That is amazing.
Yes.
So this is, how many hours does it take you to do a wig?
Well, it depends, but it could take 20 hours, 30 hours, 40 hours, depending on how big of a project that it is. If it's a full lace wig, it could take 40 hours. Or if it's a frontal wig, which goes from ear to ear, then it could take 20 hours. So it just depends.
So you also, when you've been explaining it to me, you explain that you have to make a form,
Yes, a mold
a mold
of
the scalp, of the head, of the shape of the head.
the shape of the head. Yes.
That also determines the hairline.
Yes.
And you want to repeat the hairline that's already there or was there.
Right. So you can look natural.
So you can look
You can have your natural hairline on the wig.
All right. And so you make this form, but then you make this other piece of what you call lace, and I would call it netting.
That's your foundation for the cap. So if you would go to the beauty supply store and just purchase a wig, it could be too big, it could be too little. So with this, the way that I do it and construct your wig cap for you and make the mold, now I have your exact head shape. So, and then I would take the lace material and I would create your head mold, your foundation, so I can create the wig. So now this piece is just for you. It's just for you.
And it fits perfectly.
And it fits perfectly.
And you can speak because you wear one.
I have on one now.
This is amazing. It doesn't look like it's stuffed underneath or anything.
Yeah, I made it with my exact head shape. I made myself a mold and I created a piece that I wanted to wear.
You can help other people with all of this. How do people find you to get help with making a perfect wig for them?
Well, they can go to my website, which is hairbymilkandhoney.com.
hairbymilkandhoney.com.
Yes, or they could call my business phone at 219-814-6210.
Perfect. Do you do long distance?
Yes.
You do anywhere?
Yes, I can
Anywhere
do anywhere
in the world?
We can have a virtual consultation if you don't stay in Michigan City.
That's good.
Or close to Michigan City where we could travel and meet up.
Awesome. You have discovered that actually if someone is experiencing hair loss from, let's say, chemotherapy or maybe even mental or emotional trauma, they can have insurance cover They're creating this wig?
Yes, they will go to their dermatologist and get a prescription saying that they have alopecia or
Whatever it is
that's going on. They would get a prescription and I could take the prescription and I could bill their insurance for the wig.
Fabulous. I'm so glad to hear insurance companies are taking care of people like that.
Yes, and I'm a provider for Blue Cross Blue Shield.
That's great. I love this service. You must too.
I do.
Do you get
It's
a
fun.
lot of benefit from it when you're feeling good about doing it?
Yes, I do. Especially when I'm helping someone else. That it's all about regaining their self-confidence and self-assurance.
That's fabulous. Good. Well, I cannot wait to see where this leads.
Me too, Suzy.
Creating from the heart, the artistry of living. This has been a wonderful experience with Twila Harvest, and I hope those of you who are out there who need her services will contact her. And in the meantime, if you know anyone else I should interview, please let me know. See you next time.